The wait is finally over. The world's most captivating sport returns for another year of drama, intrigue, beauty and suspense. Football is back.
Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Football is back, so is my face. So today we'll take a look at players who need to perform this season, players who need to show for their teams this season. Like we saw a lot of transfer happening throughout the window, like a lot of players made moves around the country, and some players failed to turn up last season. So these are players who I feel like you might also relate to, that need to show up this season, or else a lot of agendas will start. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So after spending 7 years at Manchester City, Ramsdale moved to Chelsea for £47 million in the summer. Now he's set to play in a different system from Manchester City, where he had more services and all he really had to do was to be in the right position and to score. And you can see that with most of the goals he scored, that they were all inside the box. But now at Chelsea, he's set to be one of their main goal scorers. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because Sterling doesn't really have the technical abilities to play as a number 9 like we saw against Everton. Maybe after a couples game we'll see if Tuchel plays to his strengths, and if after all of this he doesn't perform, he will just have to settle for the bench. And definitely Chelsea fans will let you know how they are feeling about you. Haaland and Lewandowski took a big step by leaving the Bundesliga to compete in one of the best leagues in the world, the La Liga and the Premier League. Haaland joined Man City for £1 million, which was kind of a personal statement or a challenge that he can play in one of the toughest leagues in the world. Haaland is currently ranked as the best under 22 player in the world, so it's going to be interesting to see how he plays week in, week out against one of the toughest defense in the world.
You know? Se fue la luz.
Also, maybe it's the missing piece of Man City's Champions League push again this season. 33-year-old Lewandowski left the Bundesliga after 12 seasons and decided to join Barcelona. Although in Lewandowski's case, age just seems to be a number, because he's literally showing no sign of slowing down. And with that really comes with the question that, would he be able to perform outside of Germany? Also, would he be able to do what he did at Bayern and drop 69 goals in a calendar year? If he eventually does that, maybe he can win the Bayern d'Or this time. Following Messi's move to PSG, it's safe to say he had one of the worst seasons according to his standards. With just 11 goals in 31 appearances, that ranks as his lowest rated season in his professional career. So going into his second season at the club, everyone is expecting him to contribute a lot more to the team. Marcus Rashford has been Manchester United's main man for the past 4 years or so, and when he's playing as an inside forward on the left wing, he's very, very dangerous to any team in the Premier League, in the Champions League, everywhere. But ever since he got injured at the start of 2021, Rashford has simply not been the same player. Last season, he only had 5 goals across all competitions, which is his lowest since making his debut back in 2016. We all know how good of a player Marcus Rashford is, so he needs to go back to those levels, especially this season where Manchester United needs him the most. Jadon Sancho and Anthony Martial are 2 players who have established themselves in the previous season, but last season was one they have to look past. Martial has to realize he won the FIFA Golden Boy Award back in 2015 for a reason, but 7 years since when he won it, he's yet to realize he's no longer considered a wonder kid, and he has to really prove to Manchester United fans, who are gradually losing hope in him, that he can give them up to 10 goals this season. Jadon Sancho on the other hand, after signing for United for £73 million back in 2021, Sancho's first season was below everyone's expectation. From averaging 16 goals and 20 assists during his last 3 years at Dortmund, then he went on to join United and he could only give them 5 goals and 3 assists in his first season. Well, I think it's time for him to learn from Ronaldo and not literally just watch him.
You see Ronaldo's one?
Everyday Ronaldo, bro. We get it. You play with him. We get it, bro.
And now United not signing any forward player this transfer windows. These 3 players really have to show for them. Oh, it's just going to be a repeat of last season. After spending 5 years at Manchester United and failing to replicate his skills, his talent and his midfield dominance, Pogba is back in a city where he seems to be more loved and less judged by the media. This season he has a lot to show and to prove. He has to show the young fans who never actually saw him dominate during his early years at UVA, and he also has to prove to those that hated him at United, and most importantly, the English media. You know yourselves. The Ligt and Dybala both left Juventus this season, and these are 2 players who were very, very highly rated from a young age. Dybala was once deemed the next Messi because of his technicality, he was left-footed, and he was also Argentine, so it makes sense why he was deemed the next Messi. Dybala was a reliable goal scorer for Juventus during his 7 years at UVA, but towards the end of his time at the club, he suffered an injury and he just slowed down. Now he joined Italian side Roma. Hopefully he can get back to his glory days under Jose Mourinho. Ligt joined UVA in 2019, a year after he won the FIFA Golden Boy Award. What is wrong with FIFA Golden Boys? Everyone thought he would do well at Juventus. He had experience all around him, so it was very easy for him to develop as a young player, but that wasn't really the case. Since winning the Golden Boy Award, Ligt hasn't been able to replicate that season, and 4 years later, the fraud conversation might actually be on the table. So this year it has to be really massive for him with Bayern, especially in the Champions League, because we know how easy the league is for them and such a bridge for them. Talking more about defenders, Saliba is another highly rated young player, and when he joined Arsenal in 2019, he has never made a single senior team appearance for them. But after a couple successful loan seasons at Marseille, Saliba is back in Arsenal to prove that, yeah, I'm here to stay. It won't be easy with the abundance of defenders in the club, but hopefully he can find the place at Arsenal. Well, after that man of the match performance on Friday against Crystal Palace, he might actually be on the course for a great year and great season at Arsenal. Koulibaly is one defender that has been in the top 10 defender conversation for a long time. But the thing is that he died in Italy. Now he moved to the Premier League at the age of 31 and to play with a bunch of world-class forwards. So he has a lot to prove that he's still in the conversation for the best defender in the world, no matter the league. Also, the fact that he was wanted by a huge number of clubs over the years makes him really more interesting to truly see what the guy is really made of. Another player I can add to this list is Frenkie de Jong. As of today, Frenkie de Jong decided to remain in Barcelona to fight for first team football, even though teams like Manchester United decided that, oh, we want to sign this guy, but he declined to sign them as of today. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and how he fights for a place in Barcelona. Lukaku joined from Inter Milan to Chelsea back in 2021 for 100 million, but he returned back on loan to Inter Milan because of a very poor season at Chelsea. Hopefully, Lukaku can come back after proving himself at Inter Milan and take the number 9 jersey. Also, I made a video about the number 9 jersey. Please be sure to watch it up here. Donnarumma was a very good keeper at AC Milan, but it's just one of those keepers that maybe at your first couple seasons at the club, you might not be really feeling it, but after a couple years, you might get into it. The same thing happened in Thibaut Courtois when he went from Chelsea to Real Madrid. Courtois eventually became a very top class goalkeeper after a couple years, and he won the Champions League with Real Madrid. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for stopping by. As you can probably tell, I've changed the name from Bigrant to Footy Diary, which was a huge step for me because I'm moving to more football related content. Also, thank you guys for stopping by again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, peace, love. Arsenal won, so I'm up to it.